What's going on, everybody? I hope everybody's staying safe in these strange times. Y'all know we got the coronavirus going on and everything. I'm blessed enough to be able to work from home. I've been staying indoors, just trying not to go out too much. Try not to eat out too much, only going out for necessities. Wash your hands often and stay safe. On that note, I've been going through my yearbooks, going through my college stuff. It got me thinking a little bit about some of the decisions that I made while I was in college and kind of the things that I wish I would have known before going. That is not to say that I did not enjoy college. This is not to say that I don't recommend college to anybody. This is just you're thinking about going to college, some of the things that you may want to think about before taking that step, okay? So on that note, we're going to get right into it. The loans that you take out before you even get to school. We all know college costs money. We don't think about these loans because we're not paying them right away. But when you come out of school, you didn't apply for scholarships, or you didn't do any of the things that you were supposed to be doing, you have to pay these loans. It's not really pretty when you're looking at around $300 a month out of pocket. There are ways to minimize that. Apply for scholarships. Don't take out loans if you don't need to take out loans. Don't be just taking out loans just to take out loans, okay? Only take out what you need. Honestly, you get two types of loans. You get subsidized and you get unsubsidized. 9 times out of 10, they're going to be giving you unsubsidized loans. What's the difference between those two loans, you ask? Subsidized, interest does not accrue until you're out of school. Unsubsidized, interest is accruing while you were in school. Therefore, if you're not making interest payments while you're in school, all that interest that was accruing while you're in school is going to capitalize once you get out, and you're going to be paying interest on top of interest. Next piece of advice I'm going to warn y'all about before y'all get into college is get over having any privacy, okay? It don't exist. That's not really true. It depends on what kind of housing you get. But typically, freshmen, y'all ain't getting no privacy, okay? First of all, you're going to have a roommate. Second of all, you're going to have public bathrooms. So you better learn how to take a shower amongst others, use the bathroom amongst others, and get over having somebody who may or may not sleep when you do. They might like to watch movies late, play their music late, have different study hours. They might have their friends over all the time. So you just gotta think about that, okay? One tip I'll give y'all for bathroom issues, because that was one of the big things with me. I hated going to the bathroom around other people, is just go late at night. Like, I just went really late at night. If I knew I had to do a certain something, I knew I was probably going to wake up at like 3 to do that thing when I knew no one else would be up. Or if I wanted hot water in the shower, I want to make sure my water was hot. Just go at certain times when you know everybody going to be in class or they're not going to be in the bathrooms. Another piece of advice I'm going to give y'all is to make sure that y'all pick the right roommate. My roommate, to this day, we're still the best of friends. My roommate was from China, and I thought we would have a lot of differences at first, and we did, but we actually became really, really close. I mean, we were pretty much on the same page with everything. We had pretty much the same personality. We had a lot of the same interests. And we kept kind of the same company. My friends were her friends. And it wasn't ever really an issue. I mean, sometimes we get into little arguments about stuff. But it was just little petty stuff like, I don't even know what we would argue about. But I know a lot of my friends who had unfortunate situations. They would fight with their roommates or argue with their roommates, or they just didn't really get along for petty reasons, drama, this and that. Just make sure that you know you're compatible with who you're going to be rooming with. My university actually gave me the opportunity to do a questionnaire. Do you like to party? Do you sleep late? Do you study late? Do you mind the TV being on while you study? Drink, smoke, this and this and that. Like, they were really, really detailed with the types of things because not everybody can put up with everything. And it's just best that you get somebody that you're compatible with. So if your university offers that, make sure you take those questionnaires because they can make a big difference in your college experience, okay? My next piece of advice is going to be make friends now or cry later. Get involved. Take part in a club or an activity or something. Get involved with a group of people that you really want to hang with, because if not, you're going to be lonely. My first week in college, I was scared. I was like, am I going to make any friends? Am I going to have any friends? What the heck is going on? Like, honestly, I just wanted to call home and just go home every weekend. I mean, I didn't, but I know a lot of people who did. They just literally went home every weekend because it was just class and then back to the room. And that's not really what you want your college experience to be about. You want to go out and, experience some things. Even if you are a homebody, explore some things, make some friends, get out, and even if it's somebody to just have lunch with every once in a while. I was so blessed my freshman year because I had so many friends, and Honestly, what helped me was the learning community that I was in. It's like a program that my school does for people who are in kind of the same major, and we took a lot of the same classes and stuff, and then do group activities together. Like, it was just such a great experience to work and mingle with people throughout the day. So I don't know what I would have done if I hadn't been in that learning community my freshman year. I don't know how many friends I would have had or what kind of friends I would have had, but honestly, a majority of those friends came from that community, and I keep a small circle. Next piece of advice is y'all better pack up on the snacks, because food is gonna be scarce. If y'all are on a meal plan like I was, sometimes the meal plan don't be enough. I mean, we had $100 in flex, which is what we could spend at restaurants and stuff on campus. Then we had like, it was 15 meal swipes a week, so that allowed you to have, what, 3 meals a day? But a week is 7 days, so if I'm eating 3 meals for 5 days, what I'm doing on the weekend? And your average meal at a restaurant is gonna be like $7 to $10, so that $100 don't last very much. Sometimes, I mean, you get tired of the cat food and you want something else. If you ain't got no food in your room, then you just hungry.
You just gonna be hungry. So, I mean, a lot of nights I would have Hot Pockets or the typical ramen noodle.
But y'all make sure y'all got food at all times, because some nights y'all really gonna be hungry. Next piece of advice, the workload is gonna be heavy. And when I say heavy, I'm not talking about, hey, stop, that sounds disgusting. Don't y'all hate it when y'all animals just be licking itself and you can hear everything? That sounds so nasty. Get off the bed. Hey, ba 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 ba. He literally just turned around and looked at me, but it's okay. As long as he stopped licking himself. Workload will be heavy, y'all, okay? When I say heavy, I'm not talking about high school workload. This is not the same. Sometimes you're going to be handed a curriculum. You're going to be told to follow this curriculum, and if you don't follow it and if you don't keep up the pace, you're just behind. And it really sucks, because you're going to be feeling helpless and you're going to think, okay, what can I do? And guess what? The answer is nothing. You should have did right the first time. Sometimes in certain classes, you will not have homework assignments. You'll just get your book, take notes, listen to lecture, make sure you're paying attention. Then we got 2 exams over the course of the semester, and one grade is going to be 50% of your grade, and the other exam is going to be another 50% of your grade. That is real life. So if you did not study, you go up in there thinking, oh, this exam, whatever, and you flunk it, and you made a 40, guess what your grade in that class is? It's a 40%. And guess what that means? You failed the class. Next piece of advice that I'm going to give is to limit your distractions. This includes, but is not limited to, boys, friends, girls, friends, dog, cat, your PlayStation, Xbox, your Dreamcast, your Game Boy Advance, your PS2, the food in your cabinet, the laundry you didn't do, the trash you didn't take out, all of that. Because if you're distracted, just goes hand in hand with the study factor. Y'all fall off course, you're SOL. Another thing I'm going to say about kind of school life is that studying is very important. I can't stress this enough in college. I don't care if you went to high school and you never studied before, think you didn't have to study. This is a whole new kind of stuff you're going to be learning on different levels, different perspective. Not everything is going to be black and white. You got to do research. You got to compile papers, sometimes 100-page essays. You've got to give speeches. If you're not prepared, not only is it going to reflect badly on your grade, it's going to be embarrassing. Have you ever went up in front of the class and tried to give a speech that you didn't prepare for? It's embarrassing. So don't do it to yourself, guys. Just be prepared. Be prepared. Put in those late nights, but you need to pace your life. Get a planner. Work through it. Y'all gonna survive. Y'all gonna go through some changes. I'm telling you. Y'all gonna go through some changes. College is gonna put you through it. It can be good or it can be bad. Workload wise, I did have a bit of stress. Social wise, I gained a lot of confidence. Your family's gonna see it, your friends are gonna see it, they're gonna speak on it, but that's just part of growing up. That's part of your experience. That's what comes with being away from home. You're in a new environment. New environments change you, and hopefully for the better. Last piece of advice I'm going to share is to keep in touch with your friends and family. Always keep in touch, guys. I was so into the college atmosphere. My family thought that I didn't ever want to come home, like when it was time for spring break and stuff. I mean, I love coming home. A lot of people for spring break, they be staying at school. Like, they party and do all this crazy stuff. They go on trips and stuff. Me, when it was time for spring break and everybody was asking, Janae, what are you doing for spring break? What do you want to do? And I'm like, I'm going home. Like, I'm going to see my family. Like, I loved being home. I would never turn up a chance to go home. When it was time, sometimes I just come home, like, any holiday, whether it was Easter, St. Patrick's Day, my sister's birthday, my dad's birthday, my mom's birthday, my dog's birthday, I would come home. I just found every excuse to come home. When you're in school, especially, college can get a little crazy. Your family is going to be wondering about you, wondering how you're doing with your grades and stuff. Now, they don't got access to this like they did in high school. So, I mean, if they're paying for your education and stuff, keep them updated. Like, let them know how your exams are going. Let them know how you're doing. Let them know how you're doing mentally, emotionally. Like, are you making friends? Are you adapting well? Are you even liking college? Because if they're paying for it and, you know, you're not feeling whatever's going on, let them know so that they can make adjustments. Let them know, you know, if you're not feeling your major or whatever. I'll add one last thing, and this probably to me is the biggest thing, y'all. Whenever y'all are preparing to go to school, please don't do this. Please do not do this. Do not have your parents send you to school without having decided a major. If you're going because you feel like it's the next step, fine. But at least have an idea of what you want to go for. Don't go in for 2 years and then say, I still haven't figured it out, because by that time you're already starting to take your core classes. This is stuff you're paying for. And if you fall behind 1 or 2 classes, that's a whole extra year you're going to have to be in school. And that's money. That is money, y'all. Try to figure it out as early as possible so that you guys can save money. And, you know, if you find out that you don't like it later, fine. That's better than just having not known at all and just went in thinking you're going to figure it out. Do your family and yourself a favor and know what you want to do when you go to school, all right? And lastly, just enjoy the experience. Enjoy being able to take part in something that not everyone has the privilege to do. I wish you guys the best if that's something that you're willing to do. I hope that my advice helped you guys out a little bit. I hope it was entertaining. But yeah, just, you know, live life, be your best, and don't stress. I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out.